You're watching the Touchliner podcast.
Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner Season 3, Episode 6. It's another week of football. Neither of our teams have won. Wah wah.
It's just normal business being a Newcastle and Man United fan these days. Well, not these days, but just in general, I suppose.
The last 10 years.
I suppose we don't really need to shout that much, considering the mics are now a little bit closer to our face.
Yeah, we don't need to.
I hope this audio is good.
Yeah.
That's just what I hope.
We're trying different positions.
Trying different positions?
Left wing?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be fine. But, despite our teams not putting in the best performances, we've got points to make about our games. We're going to talk about the big one, Arsenal City.
Just finished watching.
Yeah.
That
huge.
That was a shocker. But we all knew what was happening. We all knew what was going to happen.
A lot of things to touch on there. And yeah, other games too, and our thoughts on other things in football. But let's start with you.
Start with me, as always,
back to the tradition.
I suppose.
Yes.
Newcastle lost 3-1.
To?
Bums.
Fulham.
Just didn't look great at all. Clearly a lack of cohesion in the team right now. I don't really know why that is, to be honest. Eddie Howe seems to be struggling with getting the best out of Bruno, who had a pretty bad game, getting Joelinton into positions where he can be effective again, like when he was that kind of brute midfielder. Yeah. He kind of finds himself just on the edge of making the good tackle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always just that close, but then he'll miss.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're just slightly out of position. So his position is a little bit off. Gordon still completely shot from the Euros. Like he's just, we should be picking up now. Gordon played like shit. I'll be honest.
Out of position though.
Out of position, like I said would happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Predicted on the Touchliner last episode, Harvey Barnes to take Gordon's position.
Yeah.
And he did. And what did he do, Mr. Naya?
He put one in the back of the net.
A lovely finish.
Nice. A man in form, a man with confidence.
When you have a man in form, what do?
Start him.
You start him. Now, when we talk about starting players in form, I believe that if you've scored in your last 2 games and assisted, you should probably play.
You should probably play.
What would you say about Ten Hag recently? Has he been playing the right players?
It was a brave move because Garnacho has also scored and assisted in his last 2. But for me,
shows who he has faith in.
Yes, that's telling. But for me, I would still trust a senior player, despite him not being in the best form recently. I think Rashford should have started that game.
And Rashford didn't start.
He didn't.
And I punted in my FPL.
You did.
For no reason.
You did. And do you want to talk about the United game, or do you want to say a bit more about the Newcastle game?
Well, honestly, there wasn't much to talk about, to be honest with you. I watched through it and I just thought we looked pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
And I thought we can't keep that up if you want a chance for top
There
four.
were. I mean, the thing is, going away, especially because it's a London away game. I always hate those.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally had one this weekend, but they're always tough. The stadium, that pitch is small. It's Craven Cottage.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the players one of the top form. Shaw, decision making, obviously, when he wins the ball high up. Yeah. That should be an easy pass to
He should either be fucking scoring there or passing. Like, not even getting it on target is crazy.
Yeah.
And Bruno, who plays the ball, it's like rule number 1 of playing in your own half. Don't pass the ball across your box when
you're under press.
Yeah. It's the worst thing you can do. And what does he do?
He does that.
He literally did exactly that. Didn't listen to the Touchliner advice, clearly.
No, and it went straight to Reece Nelson. That's Smith Rowe and Reece Nelson scoring on you. Arsenal rejects.
Crazy. Arsenal rejects.
That's why me and Charlie were laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it happens, and it's not like you guys were dominated completely. And the second goal they scored as well, Pope mistake.
Oh, it's just there's something going on. Maybe Eddie Howe is struggling to build a bit of cohesion at the moment. Yeah. I don't know why.
Momentum. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's our first defeat of the season. But even then, in some of the previous games, you would say that we didn't deserve to win those games.
Yeah.
We got saved once by Harvey Barnes. I genuinely thought that at 2-1, I genuinely thought we could still be in the game, and when they scored in the 90th and made it 3-1, I think.
Yeah,
Something like that?
Stoppage time. Yeah.
And it's just like we can't rely on Harvey Barnes to save us every time.
No.
He's only just started his first game.
Exactly.
So I'm really not happy with that.
You got a chance now. You got the League Cup game. It's away, but it's against lower league opposition. So that's the opportunity.
Yeah.
I think winning a cup game, going to the next round,
I agree.
I mean,
gets a bit of momentum going behind us again. It's unless who are we playing?
I can't remember.
It doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Well, no, I mean you should be winning because again, that is also silverware. I think you should prioritize the League Cup.
I agree
because I think that's a lot. Even our best chance to win a trophy. You're playing against Wimbledon away.
Wimbledon away.
Yeah,
interesting.
So another away game in the south. We'll see what happens there. Oh, they're in League Two.
We've seen it before. If
I was Eddie Howe,
Coventry search,
I start a strong 11 because
you've got to.
Yeah.
Why is Tonali not starting?
He's probably starting this game. I don't think he's 100% match fit yet.
How?
In all fairness, it takes months. Taking a year off not playing a game is a lot.
No, but he has been playing. He played in a behind closed doors game.
Yeah.
Against Burnley, I think.
Yeah.
He's played like a couple of. He's came on as a sub for one of the games. I think he started one. He put a shift in one of the cup games as well. He looked knackered though. Like he looks absolutely.
That's what
knackered.
I mean. Like match fitness is different because you can play behind closed doors. That's a training game. Like in front of the fans, the pressure, the mental aspect.
That's true.
I think genuinely he's not going to be back to normal until next year. January, maybe.
Even when he did play and he looked knackered, he had a really good game that day.
He's a very good midfielder.
He's really good.
When he comes good for you guys, you'll start pushing.
I hope so. But at the moment, it's just that I don't think we should be losing to Fulham away.
No,
personally,
no.
And that was just a bit of a disappointing result for us. But I suppose we can move on to another disappointing result.
Yes, another London away game. I predicted 2-2. I was right with the draw. Wrong with the scoreline, though. We didn't concede, but more importantly, we didn't score. Now, to have as many shots as we did, I can't remember how many. I can look at it, but we had a lot of shots, a lot of chances. Garnacho in particular started instead of Rashford.
Such a bag of shit.
Missed. To be honest, he should have put one away. But I have to say he played well. He was beating his man. He was good on the ball. He was making the right decisions. Xerxes, I want to say, as much as I like him, I don't think he's a 9. I think he represents something. I've been seeing this on fan channels. He represents what could be the next era of United. As in, he occupies the same kind of area that Bruno Fernandes plays in. And he is the opposite of Bruno Fernandes.
Right.
He's strong on the ball. He keeps the ball at all costs. He's direct, though. When he sees a pass, he does it. He's strong. He can hold it up because of his strength. And Bruno Fernandes also, on that note, had a shit game. Generally shit. He lost the ball 34 times. So we laughed at Trent.
Lost the ball 34 times.
So we laughed at Trent last week for losing it 31 times.
We've got to keep that same energy.
Yeah, we have to.
You have to.
I will say, you should have seen me in the pub. I was crying.
Really?
I was generally like...
Rattled?
Yeah.
Totally.
Every time Bruno got the ball, he lost it. And I was like, this is the worst game I've seen him play. And I don't think...
Jesus.
And I didn't see the stats. I was like...
It's very rare that he puts in a bad game.
Yeah, but
rare.
But that's the thing with him. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like everyone can see. Because he's supposed to make us tick, and I don't want us to be a team. He raises our ceiling. You need to raise the floor. That's what your signing should be, raising your floor, not raising the ceiling.
Interesting.
Because Bruno can be a 10 or a 2. I want someone that will minimum be a 6 for me, and on a good day, maybe an 8 or a 9. Because that's what wins you titles. That's what gives you consistency, clean sheets. That's what Arsenal and City have. Like they have a couple of world-class players, but the rest of the team are just solid 7 and 8s and people that just you can rely on, and they're not going to do anything stupid. But losing the ball 34 times, unforgivable.
Yeah, I agree. That is pretty terrible.
Unforgivable.
He'd be hounded. Is he getting hounded by United fans?
Yeah.
As he should be.
Yeah.
As he should be.
Yeah.
Why do you think Ten Hag didn't start Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Basically as good as Ronaldo. Shit. Rashford.
I think he mentioned it was something with fitness, so I think maybe there might have been something there.
He's looking lean, you know.
Rashford,
he's looking fit at the moment.
I put respect on his name for actually staying in shape throughout everything. But I think there was something because when he came off the bench as well, his touch looked off. So I was like, did he get a niggle in training or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know because I think it was 50-50 because both are in good form. I would have started Rashford though. I still would have started Rashford. Diallo played well. Mazraoui is probably our best player. He's so far been our best signing and a bargain as well. Proof that high transfer fees doesn't guarantee talent. Like you can find bargains. Ugarte still doesn't look ready to play. He came off the bench and just started fouling people again. Yeah. I just think there's a lot that needs to happen. But can I just say that we did play well? Like we got in the position to make chances. We were getting in the right areas. We were keeping the ball. Apart from Bruno, we were keeping the ball quite well. Ericsson was quite good. Menu was quite good.
Yeah.
De Ligt, I love De Ligt already. I can see what he's about, and that's my kind of centre back. You know, he's hard. He wins. He wins headers from corners. Like we actually have an aerial threat now from corners, which we haven't had since Vidic.
Maguire?
Oh yeah, no, he wins headers, but it'll go up.
Yeah, no, it doesn't actually go where you want it to go.
No, like De Ligt gets it on target.
That's fair.
He should have scored. But yeah, Dean Henderson for Crystal Palace, obviously ex-United player, decides, yeah, I'm just gonna have the game of my life. 7 saves.
Yeah, valid.
Ridiculous. Onana though saved us because they had a chance to steal it. So he saves the first shot, and someone comes on the rebound, and his reflexes, he jumps up and makes a very, very good save. So good to see that maybe his bozo gene might be
slowly wearing away.
A little bit,
Inshallah.
A little bit. But yeah, we still got work to do, man. We should have won that game. That was a perfect chance to build momentum. And now we've got Spurs next week.
Yikes. That's rough.
Who just won 3-1. With Solanke getting his first goal.
Solanke first goal, Maddison assist.
Solanke tap in though. Still on my
respect the agenda.
Still hasn't done anything. Tap in.
Valid.
I could have scored that. You could have scored that.
I actually think I fucking missed. To be like, I'm shit at football. Honestly, I actually am shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You should have seen yesterday. There was a chance that I think Palace missed or we missed, and Anthony said that he would have scored that.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony. Oh, one of our friends. Yeah. One of our many friends.
It was so funny. He's like, give me £100. He had a few drinks, but he was like, I'm scoring that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm scoring that. I promise.
I'm scoring that, big man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're watching.
If you, I mean, he does.
Probably does, yeah.
He does.
Probably does.
Shall we talk about the... I wrote this yesterday. Look at that. Disgraceful performance.
Jesus. United disgraceful.
I wouldn't say it's disgraceful.
That's crazy.
Reflecting now, it was just, we needed to finish it. And it was like a good first hour, bad last 30 minutes. We need to maintain that level. And it looked like we're playing for the draw at the end, which really, really pissed me off. That's why I wrote that. But yeah, I honestly watch us beat Spurs now because that's the kind of...
It's just the way United are. They'll put a decent game up against Spurs. And the thing is, I really thought Rashford was going to start.
Yeah,
especially as Rashford is so much more of a confidence player than Garnacho. I mean, obviously, the clip we put up last week was about Rashford and his confidence.
Yeah.
You know, so, and how he should be playing if he's scoring. The fact that Ten Hag isn't playing him shows a big lack of confidence. Managers don't always tell the truth. Eddie Howe's been caught lying many times about transfers, about player fitness, about who will start, etc. It's all very, secretive. The manager can be telling the truth. A lot of the time they are telling the truth, but if it's a fitness related issue, he doesn't necessarily look unfit. He looks like the fittest he's been in like 5 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And he's scoring. Yeah. So Garnacho's scoring against Diallo. He's got goal contributions against Barnsley.
Garnacho, you mean?
Garnacho, sorry.
And Rashford, though. They both got goal
I know, but like who did Rashford score against in the Premier League?
Southampton.
Exactly.
I just did Garnacho, though.
I just personally think that if you're going to play one of those two to score goals and for their own confidence, you play Rashford.
Yes, I think so too. Because the thing is, Garnacho off the bench will do exactly what he
did. Yeah, exactly.
He will, like Rashford, it depends how he's feeling. Garnacho, he doesn't care, which is probably his best trait. He just keeps going. He's mentally very strong. So yeah, I would have started Rashford.
Yeah.
I would have started Rashford because Diallo is undroppable. He's our most consistent attacker.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's all right. It was a good performance in the sense that we kept another third clean sheet in a row, which is insane.
That's true.
And we created chances. So Højlund came off the bench. Hopefully he'll make his way back to fitness too, and then we'll get top 4 or not.
Well, that's not happening. I suppose we can talk about what just happened.
Yes, let's do that. So
what just happened?
City hosted Arsenal and they drew 2-2.
Oh, respect my prediction.
You did say 2-2.
I did say 2-2,
Wow.
did I not?
Well, I mean, you might have predicted that right, but you didn't predict everything that
How
happened.
it would happen.
That's
Jesus.
like that could be a classic for the season and how much happened.
I start with the first goal.
Yeah.
Hello, Erling Haaland.
100 goals in 105 appearances,
That's
equaling
ridiculous.
Ronaldo's for Real Madrid, his record for Real Madrid.
That is insane.
100 goals.
I genuinely think we're witnessing like a new
He is generational.
like generational.
He is generational. And he's gonna go on and be the best striker of our time.
I think what a lot of people actually get dragged down by about Haaland is that he is like a out and out goal scorer. He does provide some holding up play and he can pass the ball and he's fast, he's strong, he can win headers. But I think people nowadays, especially on Twitter, are so focused on this idea of like the bozo gene, so that like genuinely, if a big strong player or a big striker who's like maybe not like your like Mo Salah or your Harvey Barnes, like any kind of small forward, small attacking winger sort of forward, they will, if they have one bad game, it'll be instantly, oh, look at him. All he can do is just score tap-ins, which is not true. Like, Haaland doesn't just score. I mean, the one today was...
No, it was a good finish.
It was a good finish, but still in the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
But the old heads will say, that's what matters. That's where the goals matter. Shearer, how many of those did he score?
Yeah.
Probably 1 million.
No, exactly. And you need to be in the right place at the right time. You need to time your run. But that's the thing. The only thing with Haaland is his finishing is world class. He hasn't got any other
world-class attributes.
Yeah, like he's good at holding up play.
It's like Ronaldo was world-class at dribbling at one point. Andy was world-class at finishing.
Yeah.
Andy was
heading,
he was great. Messi dribbling, finishing, just passing, anything.
Yeah.
But Haaland has got like that one thing, maybe like one or two things he's like really good at. And then the rest, like people will just subject him as like Andy Carroll or something like that.
And he is in the best
team. If he has
team
one bad game.
He is in the best team in the world as well.
Yes, that is true.
So we have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, that is very true. And easily, I think we can confirm now, best striker in the Premier League.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Of course. It's not up for doubt anymore.
We didn't even argue about who the top scorer would be. We were just like,
we knew that. Yeah. We knew that was going to happen.
He's already on 10 goals.
Jesus. That is really scary.
Yeah.
But Rodri... Say goodbye to that ACL,
mate. That is a textbook ACL injury.
Yeah,
because he limped off. It was just himself.
Yeah,
his right knee as well. His strong leg.
That could genuinely be such a big like blast to City season.
It already was.
Yeah, we saw like what happened, Josh.
They went down. They conceded twice.
Wow.
Oh, actually, no, conceded one more time. They conceded once when he was on the pitch.
Calafiori
with a. So I was clowning on Martinelli earlier this week. I've been like had bad juju. I cursed Martinelli. I was like, Martinelli hasn't got a goal or assist since like March. Wow, what a bum. Got an assist today.
Damn. Your predictions this week in football have been so bad. They've been so off.
It's been horrible.
Yeah.
Calafiori, though, with his sharp jawline, he puts a decent shot. It's like one of those weird shots that the keeper isn't expecting.
And he's like barely follows through on the ball, and it's just like it's just bending around into the top corner. It's a nice finish.
It's nice. Caught Edison out. That's 1-1. They didn't deserve it. City at this point on top, creating the chances.
Yeah.
Basically, Arsenal are under siege, but. Then Rodri comes off. Arsenal slowly build into the game. Yeah. And from corners, obviously, they are statistically the best team in the league at corners. Gabriel scores another one.
He just shoves his head into it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, fair play. He's putting his body on the line, just jumps and hopes the ball hits him and goes in. But I did say Edison was obstructed.
Yeah. He was.
So why is it in some games that's allowed, and then today he was literally... I know Martinelli's not looking at the ball, but you can see him back up into him.
Yeah.
Bro, he thought that he was in curve in a club. He backed up
Curve,
into him,
yeah.
backed up into him,
Yeah.
ducks like that. Oh,
That's...
watch
Oh,
that.
hello.
But yeah, I thought that was a foul, but apparently not. Apparently not.
It would be a foul if it was, you know, possibly...
In Arsenal's favour.
Maybe.
To be fair, no, because... Obviously,
well, let's talk about who got sent off.
What happened. So there
shit.
So if you're Arsenal, right, you're 2-1 up going into first half stoppage time. This is at the Etihad. You're in the best scenario. Why then would you, as firstly, Trossard, he's booked and he fouls.
No, and by the way, the person he literally jumps into with the elbow going is Bernardo Silva.
It's obviously
the
going to go down.
smallest person on the planet.
It's obviously going to go down.
Like, come on, like, what were you thinking?
Exactly. And then not only that, the ref blows his whistle for the foul, which it is. You can't argue. And he boots the ball away.
Oh, genius.
And like we talked about last week, I want to see consistency with this rule.
Yeah.
And I saw consistency with this rule.
Mashallah.
Mashallah. And he gets sent off.
Yeah, as he should.
And he gets sent off. However, Doku earlier in the game kicked the ball away. But it was on a lesser scale, to be fair. So the foul was on the halfway line. He was here. He like kicked it to a player that was standing there. And he was like, oh, I thought it was there. But all the Arsenal fans were like, oh no, he kicked it away. He should have been booked.
But he passed it to an Arsenal player?
Yeah, he passed it to an Arsenal player.
That's fine.
But he didn't pass it
just
to
don't do it to don't like pass it to the keeper.
Yeah, I mean Trossard booted it out.
Yeah.
So Trossard gets sent off, and that is like the worst thing that can happen to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And Arteta brings on a defender at halftime.
Of course he does.
5 at the back.
We saw a blitzing that whole second half.
Yes.
It was just like penetration after penetration, just trying to find some sort of gap for City, who were just on the edge of Arsenal's box. I've never seen so many men stood in a straight line.
Yeah.
There was their defensive line went Arsenal, City, Arsenal, City, Arsenal, City, Arsenal, City. And they would squeeze together when they saw that, who was it in the middle of the edge of the box? Who was sort of...
Kovacic.
When he wanted to line up a shot, they squeezed and it just wasn't ever going to go through.
They blocked it every time.
Which is like, I mean, fair play. That's a great tactic. But they got exposed.
Yeah, finally. I mean, beating at their own game. I mean, City the whole half, 29 shots in the second half.
It's crazy.
Over the bar, right at the keeper. Yeah. They had one, Gvardiol had a good volley. That was probably the only good chance.
We have to say Raya, probably the best keeper in the league right now.
Best keeper in the league right now. He's been making some very good saves, saving Arsenal.
So far. This year.
As of late.
Yeah, as of late, yeah.
He's in good form, but City beat Arsenal at their own game, get a corner in the last minute, cross it in, there's a scramble, someone heads it, Raya saves it, he's on the floor. John Stones, who came off the bench. Isn't that insane that City can bring off John Stones and Foden just off the bench?
That is crazy.
And
still resting them clearly from Euros. Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, that's it goes back to your Gordon point. They're not fit yet.
Yeah.
Clearly they're not fit. And City...
I don't know, I just wouldn't have thought that it would have taken this long, I suppose.
No, but you want to make sure, and I think City have the luxury of resting 2 of the best players in the league.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Still not losing to one of the best teams in the league.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, John Stones taps it in. Raya almost saves it, to be fair. It goes in, and I've never celebrated a City goal like that.
We were jumping.
Yeah.
Up and down like little schoolgirls.
Yeah, we hate Arsenal.
We do.
I actually really it's getting to the level where they'll never surpass Liverpool, but they're getting near.
Ooh,
they're getting very...
Wow, that is pretty crazy to say.
I really hate them. It's their fans, man.
It's
their fans.
It's everything about the club. It's like the manager, it's the players they sign.
Yeah.
It's like every player they sign makes sense. Every manager they get in makes sense.
I know.
It's just so Arsenal.
I can talk to any fan about football. Anyone. Like, even Liverpool fans, we'd have conversations and share our opinions. When I speak to an Arsenal fan about football, I want to die.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Not that we are the most knowledgeable football fans. There will be Arsenal fans out there who will know more about football than us. But it's not about your actual knowledge of things that have happened in football. It's about how you interpret those things and how you then bring those forward for future points or the point you're trying to make. Arsenal fans, you seem to have this, like, they seem to just make you might have great ball knowledge. You might be able to list every FIFA player from FIFA 11 that's in the youth academy of Carlisle. Like, good for you. But you can't articulate your points in any way.
No.
And the things that some of their fans come out with is just ridiculous. Invincible's better than the treble winners? Invincible's not even...
12 draws.
Man. Are the Invincibles even top 5 teams of all time?
No.
Hello.
I can tell you 5 teams better right now.
Hello, Mr. Naya. I would like to hear 5 teams that are better. Sorry, 5 teams that are better than the Invincibles.
Yes, okay.
Number 1.
Number 1 are the treble-winning United side.
Wait, is that in order?
I wasn't going to do it in order, but we can try and do it.
Do it in order.
All right, it's that side.
United, the United side.
The treble side, yes.
Not the City side that won the treble.
No.
Number 2?
We could go with that City team. That City team.
City team.
Won the
is that
treble.
the Centurions?
No, won the treble.
Okay.
Treble
Treble winning team.
Centurions next.
Centurions. So that's two out of the 3. The City.
I'd say it's good. Mourinho's Chelsea team, the first one.
Is that 06?
Oh yeah, 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Yeah. That one, and then
only lost.
No, they only conceded like 15 goals.
That's what it was. Yeah, 15 goals. That's harder to do than going unbeaten.
Yes, it is.
It's harder to do.
Yes, it is.
Anyways.
And one more.
We have to say 11 and 12 Newcastle.
Oh, I didn't even say 7-8 United. 7-8-9 United. Three in a row. Champions League winners. Yeah, them 100%. I'm putting them third. Because only 3 English sides have won the league and the Champions League in the same year. United 99, United in 08, and City in 2023.
Damn.
So they have to be top 3.
You heard it here first.
They have, by fact, they have to be the top 3.
Damn. I guess it's sort of up to interpretation about how you define what's harder to do. Is it harder to go invincible or is it harder to win the treble?
It's harder to win the double, let alone the treble. Because to fight on 2 fronts is really difficult. I will always respect a team that wins a league and a cup over a team.
Liverpool spanked them out the cup as well that year, no?
Yeah, exactly. And they lost the Champions League, and it's all this. And then in the league, they drew 12 games. So it's not like, they won 30.
Yeah,
they drew, and they were playing for draws at the end of the year. The players have come out and admitted that.
Yeah. It's like, how can you say this is one of the best teams of all time when you're not even playing to win at that point?
No, I mean, they had some great, obviously, Henry, Ljungberg, Vieira. It's a great team, but it's not top 5. Not for me.
And that is the clip. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Joshua.
There you go. Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Arsenal. These fans, man. And they also, you know what it is? Somehow, the second best team in England, they've got a victim complex.
They do.
They always always us. They're going to be complaining about this red card.
They're going to complain about the red card. They're going to complain about Haaland throwing the ball at the back of Saliba's head.
Yeah.
Which was really funny. That was funny.
He put the shirt over his head and he just threw it
at the back of his head. That is so funny.
That is.
Payback for when Saliba pocketed Haaland that one time.
Yes. You know what it is though? There's going to be a TikTok and it's going to be like Arsenal have been robbed, and it'll be like the slow music, black and white, and then the Newcastle game, and then this game with the red card.
It'll just be a load of Arsenal fans talking, but it's not actually their voice. It's just a baby crying.
Yeah.
You've seen those ones?
Oh yeah. Rory talks football.
Rory talks football. You know it's coming. You know he's going to post something that's just a load of biased drivel.
Of course.
It's hard to listen to us sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. But you know what? I'm so happy they dropped points. They almost held on, and I would have been so upset if they held on. But now they are 3 points off City, 5 games into the season. Obviously, it doesn't mean too much. You're, how many points are you off top 4? 1 or 2 points?
Probably that.
We're 3 points off.
Yeah, it's not a bad start to the season at all. It's our best start to the season from, last game. From after our game before the Fulham game, it was our best season since 98. The best start of our season since 98.
The FA Cup final there.
Yeah, and that's a great sign. But also, when you don't feel like you deserve to win the games, that's a problem because it feels like you're scamming victory and you're doing a United. Like you said last episode, week, you were like, you don't want to be one of those teams that needs individual brilliance to bail you out.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like we've become a little bit recently, at least this year.
Yeah.
And some of the games at the end of last year, we didn't have anything to play for, but even like Harvey Barnes has done it at least 3 times for us,
Yeah,
which is
'cause
ridiculous.
It is scary if he just gets another injury. It's very easy, and then you guys will have.
And then it will be Gordon on the left, and then back to Murphy on the right.
Yeah.
And it's like I do like Jacob Murphy, and he did assist Harvey Barnes.
Yes,
to be fair,
he did.
He did assist him.
He did.
I'm going to check how many assists Jacob Murphy has this year. I actually genuinely wonder.
He actually has a few.
He's got at least 3. I'm sure he does.
That's not bad, to be honest.
Let's have a look.
Nah, it's just your depth. It's just your depth letting you down, but...
Oh, only 2? Interesting.
Two.
He got 7 last year. It's probably what
That's decent.
I'm probably remember. Yeah, it's not bad for a shit championship player.
Yeah.
From Norwich?
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, brother's still there.
Yes.
But we are... is there anything you want to say about the City game? Anything else? Boring second half.
True, but also just to Arsenal fans, cry.
Yeah, hold.
Rattled? Question mark?
Unlucky. Next, onto our... Usually they're victims. We are very anti-Chelsea here, but... They've won 3-0.
They did.
And Nicolas Jackson bagged a brace with 2 very good finishes.
I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm getting a little bit nervous now.
Is he starting to score?
Did someone let him start cooking?
Yeah, Cole Palmer got the other goal, but Nicolas Jackson now is on, I think that's 4 goals for the season. I might be wrong though.
Yeah.
But he's in 4 goals and 2 assists in 5 games.
That's pretty good. There's just context matters all the time, but the numbers, what don't they do, Josh?
Lie.
They don't lie. The numbers don't lie, you've got to just at some point be like, fair play. He's bagging in goals for Chelsea.
You're gonna say it now, or you're gonna wait a bit?
Let me see how he does next week.
Yeah.
Who are Chelsea playing next week?
Who are they playing next week?
Because level of opposition that Chelsea have played so far,
Brighton at home.
They should still win that. Could see an upset draw there.
They haven't got a hard game until.
Who have they played?
Bournemouth, Palace, obviously West Ham, and Wolves.
Okay.
Oh, and City, to be fair, to start the season, and they lost that game.
They've not played it. They've not won or beaten a single decent team yet.
Yeah.
So we'll hold off. We'll wait.
But it's good signs from Jackson.
Yeah.
And if they just have another player that's not Cole Palmer helping them win games, that's already a step up from last year.
I agree.
So I mean, good result for them. Brighton and Forest, right? This ended 2-2. Gibbs White got sent off. I was supposed to show you that. So he got sent off for a tackle for a second yellow. I didn't think it was a foul.
Really?
So he wins the ball, and then the player's leg gets stuck in between his legs, and he gets sent off.
I've seen it. Yeah, I did see it on Twitter.
You think it's a yellow?
In the laws...
You know what I think? I think it's a first yellow, but I don't think it's a second yellow. But
that's the problem. There shouldn't be a discrepancy between the 2 yellows, because if there's a discrepancy between the first yellow and the second yellow, that means that a player can, knowing he's on a yellow card, he can knowingly make more challenging or more riskier tackles, knowing that he is unlikely to get a second yellow card.
The thing is, retired referees come up. Maybe it's
would you have said that was a viable second yellow for the Bernardo Silva challenge? I don't think that is.
No, I don't think.
If you're saying it has to be a big challenge,
but that's a first yellow. Like if he does that and he's not,
I think they should be the same. I think they should match.
They should be, but they've never been because referees don't want to send.
They don't want to send players off. It gives them a bad rep.
They always talk about the flow of the game. They don't want to disrupt things, and then because if you send a player off, that team now is just on you.
Yeah, I agree.
So they'll
and
try.
Fans.
So they'll try not to. So it depends on what the player does. So I didn't think it was a sending off. Anyway, they get sent off. Gibbs White gets sent off. They still equalise Forest, and both teams are still unbeaten. Forest and Brighton are still unbeaten. Forest don't look like a relegation for the team this year.
Yeah,
they've won 2. They've drawn 3. Brighton. Pat messaged me to speak about Brighton. That's why I'm talking about the game.
Pat.
He said he's caught up. He listened to all the episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
What a load of drivel he must have listened to. Honestly, I wouldn't even listen to these episodes. Jesus.
Yeah. No, it was a crazy game though, Brighton. Danny Welbeck scored a free kick.
Yeah. Respect
Bro,
him.
and he almost walked the ball into the net. It's so crazy to see him hit his prime in his mid-30s.
Again, man, like players have resurgences. It
Barkley.
happens. Barkley, yeah, as well.
All these
Victor
like
Moses just signed for Forest, no? Or was it Luton?
Yeah, so
Sorry,
he's in the Championship.
Luton.
But if they get promoted, we'll see him again.
That would be... I'd love to see Victor Moses in the Premier League.
I'd love to see Victor Moses in the Premier League as
Yeah.
well.
Proper Barclays player.
Oh, for real.
Prime.
Can I just say to the Brighton manager, by the way, for not playing João Pedro and Minter, fuck you, my fantasy team.
Yeah.
And then you brought them both off the bench to do nothing. So now they didn't even get subbed off. They just got 1 point each.
Hold?
I'm subbing them out. But this,
If we're talking about FPL weeks, Captain Diaz...
I told you.
Brought in Barnes, brought in Maddison, I cooked, brought in Watkins and Haaland.
I might have to bring in Chris Wood, you know. He
Jeez.
scores every game.
Wait, do you reckon I've got 90 points this week?
I don't know.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me I got 90 points.
I got... Okay, so before bonuses, I got 50... Oh, wait, no, bonuses came in already.
Yeah, they came in, yes.
Okay.
They came earlier, yes.
Okay.
Earlier this morning.
Yeah. No, for these games.
Oh, okay.
So I've got 56.
I reckon I've got 90. Over 90.
Okay, you think you got 90?
I think I got 90.
Nah.
What did I get?
88.
Oh, damn. That's fucking annoying. How much did Haaland get?
If you started Madueke instead of Rashford, you'd got 90.
That's so annoying. Honestly, Rashford genuinely fumbled the bag for me so hard.
Yeah.
Well, not even Rashford, Ten Hag.
Yeah. No,
Ten Hag.
that was a weird decision, but I'm happy he's taking risks because when we were, I think last season and the season before, he would start the same 11 all the time. So it's good to see him rotating, but just didn't get right this time. But yeah, shout out to Brighton. Great team. Good young manager.
Yeah. And good podcasters
Yes.
who cover their games.
Yes.
Shout out to Pat.
Even though they don't do it anymore. Thank you, Patrick.
Do they not?
No, they don't.
Why not?
He's focusing on music.
Pat's focusing on music.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
What type of music?
Cool guy.
DJ.
Rock.
Oh, damn. I was trying to guess early.
Rock.
Interesting.
Yes.
In a band?
I think so.
Respect the kids show I'm in a Band. Do you remember that one?
I used to love I'm in the band.
Love it.
Yes.
Understandable. Have a nice day. What a banger show that was.
Weezer rock.
Yes.
Bro.
Bro, I always thought that guy was the guy from Kicking It, just a bit older.
Yeah.
They look very similar.
That was just a look in the 2000s. I tried that haircut.
Bieber look, you know.
I couldn't.
Me too, obviously. Everyone tried the Bieber cut.
Yeah. I couldn't pull it off.
Diddy party. Damn. Was that everything?
So we talked about this week. This is the last thing I want to talk about in the Bum of the Week. We talked about it one-on-one, but this city hearing, it's not a court hearing. It's an, what's the word? Arbitration. I don't know. It's a hearing.
It's just presenting evidence at the moment.
Basically, that's what it is.
It's not making a decision.
Yeah. So they've come out with all of this evidence, and my question to you, we won't get into the nitty-gritty, but what is a fair punishment if they are found guilty? I don't know how many charges. If they're just found guilty of X amount of charges, what do you think is the correct punishment?
I think that they need to be relegated.
Okay.
They need to be relegated. Whether that is a points deduction that hits them at the beginning of next season.
Okay.
The thing is, they will definitely get over 80 points next season. Yeah. So they could. How much do you deduct them by? That's the thing. A 50-point deduction, maybe?
Yeah, 50.
50-point deduction.
50, maybe.
Transfer ban and European ban. European competition ban.
Because I remember someone reported, it was like, not a tier 1, but a tier 2 source, reported that they might not get punished in the Premier League. They might get punished in all competitions. Yeah. So they could be banned from the Cups and the Champions
I genuinely
League.
think they should, because if they're in the Champions League, that is still TV money that's coming in. That's still games that's televised. They should be taken out of the situations that can bring them money in, because their whole most of the charges is about money laundering and is about redirecting funds and overpaying,
not wanting to show evidence,
not wanting to show on the books and all of that. So you should not be allowed to compete in the best competition in the world if you have been breaking financial fair play rules. That's just what I would do, and ban them making transfers. No loans either. Yeah. No swap deals from Girona or anything like that. No kind of incomes. Like no players coming in at all.
Yeah.
That has to be completely banned.
I mean, in an ideal world, that would happen.
Yes.
But politics is a thing.
10 million fine.
But
Have a good day, sir.
How can you, and for me, how can you punish someone that is dodgy financially with a financial punishment? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Dumb.
And 10 million, that's nothing.
That's nothing to see.
But if City actually get the punishment they deserve, if they actually are given a fair punishment or ban or whatever for what they've done, then that could be catastrophic, not just for them, but for City Football Group.
And for the Premier League as well.
For the Premier League, for the club, for Girona, for the New York FC, what they have in Australia, for the UAE,
true.
everything.
Everything is City in the UAE and even Saudi a lot of the time.
If they are guilty, it means that everything they've won has an asterisk.
Yeah.
Everything was, you cheated.
Yeah.
And I really want to, even if I hope not, but even if it's just like a 10 million fine, even if they're found guilty, I want to see what the fans say.
Yeah.
Because they have been fed this idea that we're guilty, we haven't done anything wrong. Because like the chairman's come out and be like, we're guilty, the Premier League, we are being, targeted by the Premier League.
Innocent, not guilty.
So, sorry. They're innocent. They're innocent, we're not guilty.
Everyone is just saying, well, innocent until proven guilty.
But the chairman's put out official statements.
Yeah.
Where he's gone, no, it's not. We've done everything by the book, we followed the rules. So I really want to know what the fans say. I think that you have to just be like, you know what, the Champions League final night was great. And that's it. I enjoyed it. At least I experienced it.
Fair play.
Yeah, that's it. But
you had those memories, you had those nights.
Yes, but they don't count.
They don't count.
Inshallah, they will not count.
Well, I wouldn't strip trophies. I think that's a problem, like we saw in, like you said earlier, in the Serie A, used to be the best league in the world.
Yeah.
You take trophies away from Juventus and then they just gave them back because it was like...
Yeah, no, it delegitimizes things, and also it
shames the league.
The league, exactly. And they haven't recovered 20 years on.
Then they were the best league in the world at one point, but now they are not. They're not even top 3 leagues in the world probably right now. So you'd have to say, where are they? What do you think is going to happen?
We're at risk. I think they will get like a minus 30 point fine, and like that, not fine, that minus 30 point deduction, and a fine, maybe a transfer ban for a season or 2. Like, and that for me, that's really lenient. But I think they just need to show everyone that they'll be punished a bit, and then also still maintain the integrity, like their name. We are the Premier League, because right now, if City are gone, there's nothing world class in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And you've got in La Liga right now, you've got Mbappe, Vinny, Endrick, you've got Yamal on
Bellingham.
Bellingham, Yamal in Barcelona, who's having an insane start to the season. They're coming.
Elise gone to
Bayern Munich.
Came Bayern Munich.
Exactly.
So
you've got competition, and I think the Premier League will be thinking about that too.
Yeah,
and
that's a good point.
That's a shame, because now City are not going to get punished as badly as they should be, but the Premier League don't care.
Premier League should be bum of the week, but who would you have as your bum of the week?
Bruno Fernandes.
Interesting.
My captain, my favourite player, but he let me down this week. And
got to call him out when it happens.
Not susceptible to criticism.
Trossard.
Oh yeah.
You're a retard. you actually lost your team the game.
More like retard.
Respect. Have a nice day.
You too.
Well,
but yes, if you're an Arsenal fan, a draw that feels like a loss is one of the funniest things. Oh, conceding in stoppage time.
Havertz
not
scoring that one-on-one.
Only he got his foot on the ball properly and put it over Edison before they scored.
That would have been it.
Unlucky.
Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah. So, we'll just quickly do the predictions as well. Completely forgot about that.
Go predictions.
United Spurs.
Spurs.
Old Trafford.
Spurs.
Oh, we'll win.
You heard it here first.
We'll win.
Hello.
You're playing City next week.
Lovely.
At home.
Just after Rodri got injured, I'm going to tell you right now.
You're both playing midweek in the League Cup.
I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to lose. We're going to lose that one. We're going to lose that one badly.
Badly?
Nah, I don't know about badly. Our home, like obviously St. James Park is a fortress, so clip it. I could see us drawing away. I don't know if I see us losing at home.
3-1 City.
Definitely could happen.
3-1 City.
I'll say 1-0. I reckon we score and we just like.
Wow, that's
Sit
really
back.
hopeful. That's really hopeful. After that result as well, they're over the moon.
Yeah, I know. They'll be over the moon, but also their best player's injured now.
That's true.
The player
They struggle.
they've never lost
when
with
when
Rodri.
he plays. Yeah, but when he doesn't play, it was like 11 games they've lost.
Yes, exactly. And the only games they've ever lost have been when he's been injured or he's been out. So
damn. Okay.
you got to take that into account.
Let's see. Chelsea Brighton is the other big game.
2-2 draw.
Oh,
Jackson
2-2.
Brace.
Yeah.
Transfer him in this week.
It does.
You might as well actually get Rashford out.
I might, to be fair. Yeah, that's it. I mean, those are the only big games, really. I don't really care about the rest of them.
Fair enough.
But
all.
yeah, Touchliner. That's a 6th episode. Everyone, like, subscribe, comment, follow. Oh, don't follow because we're off Spotify now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, we can't
New
do
purchase. We had to buy this. It's actually Wayne Rooney's.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he actually spat all over it. So that's why I
spit all
wanted
over
it.
him?
That's why I wanted it. But yeah, guys, just subscribe. Actually follow us on social media. You can still follow us. We'll put out social clips. So yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, please share it with your friends. Send it to your mum. Send it to your nan.
Yeah, please send it to your mum and nan.
Yep, they will enjoy it. They will enjoy it.
Because we enjoy them.
Yes,
that's one thing we have to say.
We respect women 100%.
Thank you for watching.
Yes,
And
we'll see you in the next one in a bit.